The middle of November is a perfectly reasonable time to start Christmassy things.
You give me butterflies when you smile.
So I'm going to be reading all new Christmas books that were released this year, and we'll see how they are. I'm going to start off this video with The Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore, who is also the author of, yes, the book that went super viral this year, even though it wasn't printed this year, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So The Christmas Tree Farm is the third book in the Dream Harbor series, and The Pumpkin Spice Cafe is the first book. I read the first one, I did not read the second one. I don't think you have to read them in order, but I do think they are interconnected standalones, meaning that maybe some characters might show up in the books after. Now, mind you, when I was reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe for my fall vlog, I did not like it. I was listening to it on Spotify while I was baking cookies, and it just wasn't that intriguing to me. I don't know, it just was it was not it. I rated it, I'll show you here because I don't remember at the top of my head, but it wasn't a high rating. And I was like, okay, I'm never going to reread this book, and I don't know if I'm going to reread this author. But here I am about to reread this author or listen to this author. I'm going to be listening to it on Spotify again because I don't have any really high hopes for this one. Hopefully it's a little better because it is the third book and she's had some experience. The premise of the story, it looks like she is the grump. So she's the Grinch. She comes to this small town, I think in the same town as the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and she buys a Christmas tree farm without really knowing what that entails as a business. And then he is like the puppy dog person who's trying to help her, but he doesn't live in this town. He actually is visiting his sister. I think the sister is the main girl from the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So that's how it's interconnected. I hope I like this book. I don't have that much time to film before I have to upload another video because my parents and my grandma just left and I didn't really have time to read. I was just very present with them and was not really reading. So I have a lot of catching up to do in a short amount of time. So I'm going to be doing errands and running errands while I'm reading or listening to The Christmas Tree Farm. Let's get to it. Don't have much time. Let's go. Back from running errands outside. Why is she so mean to him? Why is she so mean to the whole town? She's supposed to be running a Christmas tree farm and is relying probably on the entire town to come and buy her Christmas trees. Why is she being so non-business smart? Most of her customers are going to come from the people of the town, yet she's not being friendly with the people of the town. That makes no sense from a business standpoint. I don't understand why she's so mean. And now I'm going to be putting on the heated mattress cover so that we can have a warm bed before we go to bed. And then also, our mattress is king size, but the heated mattress cover we bought for our king mattress is broken. So we have to resort to using the queen. So it's going to be very tight on there. I hope I can get it on. Got some baby presents in the mail. That's so cute. Our first baby books. Reading bedtime stories. Okay, I'm gonna go do some walking because it's healthy for you. Look at how cute the card is. Let's go walk. So I was basically listening to The Christmas Tree Farm all day pretty much, and I finally finished in time for bed. Woo! It was actually better than the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I would think 3.75 stars. I think that's what I gave the Pumpkin Spice Cafe to, but I liked it better because it's just not a 4-star book. It's I don't know, it's I think part of the problem that I have with it is that I'm listening to it on Spotify and I'm just not liking that experience because I feel like the narrator, maybe it might be the author, I'm not sure, but she does sound older than the characters in the book and she's doing it for both of them, whereas like I guess I'm spoiled by like maybe Powerful by Lauren Roberts, where she has the 2 different actors for the 2 different points of views. So Powerful is just a better listening experience, and this one, yeah. Also, what I've noticed is that sometimes the pronunciations are a little bit off. Like with the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, she read the word debacle as debacle. As I was hearing that kind of caught me off guard, and I was like, I think she meant to say debacle. And then again, in the Christmas Tree Farm, they were talking about the Wi-Fi, and she pronounced router for the Wi-Fi router as router. So I don't know if she accidentally mispronounced it or if it's just pronounced differently in different parts of America, but again caught me off guard and took me out of the book, and it wasn't like, yeah. I might just be overly picky here, I don't know, but I just know that it took me out of the element, and she sounds a little bit older than the characters are supposed to be, and so that's why it wasn't like something I could relate to as well. But I would still say it got better. Yeah, so 3.75 stars. That's all I'll say. It's not a bad Christmas book. It's okay. The next book, I'm going to be reading Ali Hazelwood's new release book, only on Amazon Unlimited. I downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited. It's called Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. It is kind of like a novella. Amazon made like a deal with 5 different authors to make Christmas book novellas. It came out November 12th this year, and the series is called Under the Mistletoe. Of course, because it's an Ali Hazelwood book, our main girl is gonna be a super smarty pants. She is a pediatrician, and it looks like is gonna have a thing with her brother's best friend, who is a tech billionaire. I guess a long time ago, she broke his heart, so now they get into a situation where there's close proximity and having to spend a winter's night together. That sounds fun. It's a short book, so hopefully I finish it tomorrow. I'm gonna read a little bit before bed, and then yeah, I'll update you guys tomorrow morning. Also, I'd like to add that my mattress is nice and warm because of the mattress heating pad that I put on earlier. Okay, let's get to reading. Okay, so cute. Ali Hazelwood knows how to write. And it's the best friend's younger brother. Liking it so much so far. Good afternoon. I didn't get that much farther since last night. I'm on chapter 5. However, it looks like I'm 67% of the way through. So far, I'm loving this. Ali Hazelwood knows how to write the angst, knows how to make me feel the tension, and it's mind-blowing that this is done in a novella. I don't even have like that much of a character build-up, and I still feel like I can feel the feels. Let's continue reading. I'm on chapter 5 on this. Also, how did I live without Kindle Unlimited? There's so many options for you. I have opened a new world. I might think about purchasing a Kindle because I can perfectly read it on my iPad. However, it is a little bit heavy to do so, but you know, first world problems, right? I don't need a Kindle. Also, I wanted to mention that I was trying to find a lip gloss that I liked in my fall vlog video, and I found this recently from Glossier. It's like this chapstick, but also moisturizing tinted, but very tinted lip balm, and my lips are dark, so it's hard for me to find a lip balm that's actually not sheer and gonna give me some color and not make me look sick. So I really like this one. Currently, I'm wearing Coupe in the orange color. I also like the light pink color. My mom took my dark red color from me. Finally found something that I like. Oh my gosh. And it's like nice and small, and it's not the best packaging ever, but it's still pretty cute. So yeah, let's continue to read. I'm just about to get into something that happened a few years ago. It looks like she might have made a mistake, or she did something that put their relationship at odds. But it looks like I'm almost done with it. So let's continue reading and I'll finish the book. Oh, the butterflies! Ah, that was so cute! 5 stars. I didn't think I would ever give a novella 5 stars, but Ali Hazelwood, 5 stars. That was a good book. That was short and sweet. It was to the point, got me where I needed to go, and it was adorable. The 2 main characters, adorable, lovable, likable. Love them together. I think it's the best novella I've ever read out of all novellas, because it's hard to put a lot of content into a shorter story and make it impactful, but this one, very nice. I liked it. Next book. Yay, the sun's coming back out. Okay, so for our next read, I think I'm gonna go with Tessa Bailey's Window Shopping. That is another short story. Not as short as the one that I just read, but still a short story nonetheless. And this one is about, I think she's just literally walking along and just sees a display in the window, hence the window shopping. And then a man comes out to ask her opinion on the display. She kind of rips it apart, saying how terrible it is and how she would make it better. And lo and behold, that man is the owner of that shop. So I think he hires her to redo the whole thing so that it looks better, and I think that's how their romance starts. Tessa Bailey, she is the author of these 2 books. I have read this one, have yet to read this one. However, I did really like this one. It was one of the first books I read from the Book Talk recommendations ever, so it has a special place in my heart. I thought it was written really well, so I have high expectations for Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. Let's start. I'm liking this book so far. So what I realized and was reminded of is that making that window display is called window dressing, which I've heard of before, but it was nice to be reminded of what it was called. And it's nice to kind of learn about it. That's interesting. It's not a job that people really know about, I feel like. It's always just so interesting to know what the different jobs out there are and what they entail. It's just interesting to see how she thinks. But so far, the vibes are vibing, and he has a bow tie that he wears to make himself kind of happy and be more optimistic, which that makes sense. I thought that was a cute touch. Also, I guess she was having trouble finding a job and was doubting herself because she has just gotten out of jail, and she thought that no one wants to hire a convict, so she was really reluctant when he first offered the job to her. But now, I'm learning more about window dressing, and it's pretty fun. So let's keep reading. There are some books that come to you at the right time, that speaks to you and the situation that you're currently going through, and this was one of the books. It was a really nice book. I wasn't really expecting much, but I really liked it. I don't know, the situations in it were really speaking to me, and Moon's done exercising, so he's coming up, so I'll be right back because I don't want to speak in front of him. Okay, he's taking a shower now, so we're good. But yeah, I really like this book. The emotions were relayed. Don't you love when you can also learn about what other people's jobs are and what that entails? I think it's so fun to learn about different jobs that I didn't know about. And now I know a little bit more about window dressing. And honestly, as I'm reading all of these Christmas books, I have a newfound appreciation for these short Christmas books. They have an impact even though it's a shorter book. I don't know, Tessa Bailey, I really like this book. I think it was written very well. She had character development. I loved it. He had character development too, actually. So I really liked the book. In conclusion, I'm gonna give this a 4.5 stars. I really liked it, but it wasn't necessarily a 5 stars, unfortunately. But I still really liked it, and I would recommend it. And actually, I would probably reread it again next Christmas. Maybe the next book I'm thinking about is by Mary Kay Andrews, Holiday Hideaway. It is also another short story. I don't know entirely what it's about. So I guess our female main character is recently divorced and broke, and she's squatting in one of her rental agency's properties until her new home is ready. But then the new owner shows up early, forcing her to hide in the attic to save her job. What? I don't get it. Let me read this and I'll be right. I just read the summary for Mary Kay Andrews' Holiday Hideaway, and I don't think I'm going to be reading it because I don't like the premise of it. It sounds like she's squatting at one of her homes that she has to sell. Just not interested in the premise of it, and I don't want to put myself in a book slump. Okay, I decided that I'm going to read Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. This is my first time reading a book by this author. I've actually never heard of her before, so I'll give it a go. Because it had one of the higher ratings out of all 5 in the collection, it looks like it's pretty much just she has the hots for her upstairs neighbor. And that's kind of all I know. But it's a really short story. I think it's like 60 something pages. 64 pages, so it should be a really quick read. Let's get to it.
You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good, it just can't hurt.
I think I like Christmas novellas. They are very short and sweet, to the point, and still gives you the feels. I'm possibly and probably gonna read more. So I finished Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. My first book by this author, and she wrote it pretty well, so I wouldn't mind reading another book from her. When she talked about her grandma, I'm really close with my grandma, so it spoke to me. I think it's a good book, but Ali Hazelwood's book was better. I feel like I could feel more of a gravitational pull to it. I would recommend it as a Christmas novel. It was really nice to read, and I will rate it 4 stars. But it's a good 4 stars. It's recommendable. It's written very well. I think it's pretty difficult to get a 4 stars with a novella, so I think she did a really great job making it short and sweet to the point and give me the feels and give me the happy vibes for Christmas, and also just give me a good time, which is what you're looking for anyways. These are all new Christmas books, and it was such a pleasure to read. Just keep getting ready with me for Christmas, and I don't know if I'll leave this in the video, but I am planning to do Bookmas. I hope I can do it. It'll be a challenge, but yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me on this new release Christmas book reading vlog. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!